people, when it comes down to the space, a lot of people will take it personally.
Yeah, I know they will. What type of people are people who take stuff personally on the internet?
They're maniacs, and we know that.
All right. Thank you. That's all.
That's all.
So why do we care?
When it comes down to DC, you know, I see you say DC rises.
DC rises,
what makes
baby.
You think that DC is going to rise?
Because there's no SnyderVerse in it. The SnyderVerse has been toxic. Regardless of if you believe Snyder should be restored, or you can't deny that the fandom is toxic. Nobody wants to deal with them. Nobody wants to work with them, and they don't want to work with Snyder because he was revealed to be the master tier puppet of them all. Nobody wants to work with Snyder. That's why he's going to Netflix, and nobody's going to want to. The studios talk. Snyder's done. He might be able to stick with Netflix, but that's about it. Nobody wants to be with the toxic fandom that wishes death on executives and freaking fans. They're just toxic, bro.
Well, toxic, that exists everywhere.
Yeah, but Snyder fandom is the worst.
But that how?
How? They're worse than Star Wars fans, bro. Trust me. I have a YouTube channel.
Snyder fans.
I have a YouTube channel. No. That's politics, man. That's people are crazy over that.
Right.
Yeah, people.
That's a code.
So is the SnyderVerse fandom. There's a Snyder cult. They exist. I've proven that a long time ago. There's Snyder fans, and then there's the Snyder cult.
Some of your fans, I feel like they could get a little aggressive as well.
Yeah, they could get aggressive, but they're not a cult.
But that right. So what makes your fans' aggressiveness feels better than anyone else's?
I'm the same way. I put aggression out. What's given to me. I give back what you give to me. I don't bother nobody on this YouTube space. Let me do my own thing. If you've been watching me, you know that. I don't got no problems with nobody. This all started with me critiquing the director. And that's my job, to critique directors and writers and stuff. Right. And his fandom got mad.
You was toxic when you said anyone who liked the Batman versus Superman had a mental stability problem.
That was probably
Batman versus Superman review.
I've been
watching you for a minute, man.
That was a joke.
I've been watching you for a minute.
Yeah, but you got to understand the difference between a joke and the truth.
You got to understand how some people might feel like, hey, man, you coming at me. I love this film. You talking about I got a mental problem. What's going on?
You can see that I'm going off in that movie. I was going crazy in that movie, bro. I was so mad.
I know. And I get it.
You can't take that serious.
But see, when people hear that or whatever, and they'd be like, hey, man.
That's on them. See, if you see me going off on a movie and you see me in that BBS rant and you're taking all that seriously to your heart, you do got a mental problem. Because you should know that I'm not being serious. I'm ranting.
They take it personal. That's what's going on with this whole.
And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that they take a YouTuber personally? Whose fault is it that they watch a movie review and they get personally insulted from it?
Well, the fault is mutual. It is.
Really?
It's kind of like if I get on here right now, right, and I say, like, I didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, right, and I say if I say in my review, anybody who liked this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yes.
You're living in your mother's basement.
Yes.
You're assholes. Yes. My comment section is going to be lit up.
Got you. But feel me on this. What you just said?
But
say worse,
though. Accept that, though.
Say worse.
I'm willing to accept it.
Bro, here's the difference.
I can say worse.
Here's the difference. Bro, you could have said everybody who likes Iron Man, their mother is a prostitute who will burn in hell. I won't feel nothing from that because my mental capacity is sane. Right. Only people who feel something from that, there's something wrong with them.
And I get that, but see,
that's it. Do you think that I would walk to a man in the street and say, because you like BBS, you're retarded and you should die? No.
I would think you wouldn't.
No. So we're not going to put we're not going to put real life into something that is with a movie review. It's insane.
But YouTube is real life.
Holy crap.
It's not
real life. It's not. This all is fake. This is all fake. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, it's all fake.
In other words, you're saying you just be a character 24/7 when it comes to camera on.
No. I keep it a buck, but all of these people, ones and zeros, they're digital. I don't even know if they're real or not. You don't know who's watching you. I didn't even know that you were freaking Brainiac 5. You're not real until now. I see your face. Now you're real. Before then, you've been watching my channel for how many years? You were not real. Until proven otherwise.
I've been watching your channel since, I think it was 2013 2000 or the end of 2012.
Well, it was 20. It had to have been 2016 because BVS is where I really 2015 is where I started.
You didn't do a Man of Steel trailer reaction?
No,
I thought you did a trailer.
I didn't even have a channel when Man of Steel came out. That's why I don't have a Man of Steel movie review.
Okay, well, I'm getting old then, so it had to have been like you said, it had to have been around that time. People, when it comes down to the space, a lot of people will take it personal.
Yeah, I know they will.
That's always been words.
And what type of people are these? What type of people are they? What type of people are people who take stuff personally on the internet?
They're maniacs, and we know that.
Right. Thank you. That's all.
That's always on the
So
internet.
why do we care?
That's always on the internet.
So why do we care about them?
Well, we care because it's like you're trying to create a good space in general, right? Like you don't want it to be where you're just leaning to just one side.
I'm not. I do. My space is real, telling the truth.
Right, and right, and if you choose to, lean to that one space, you also got to be able to accept the criticism that comes with it.
Wait, what is the one space?
What you mean with the one space?
What is the one space you're talking about?
Like Zack Snyder, that's where you stand.
That's not okay. That's not one space though. That's just an opinion.
That tells me if Zack comes out with a good movie, you most likely is not going to say that it's good.
Not true. See, that's you calling me fake.
That is true.
That's you calling me fake. Why do I say I love Watchmen?
That 2017 Justice League was better than Zack Snyder's version.
It is to me.
And you know damn well that ain't true.
One movie is 4 hours, bro. One movie is 4 hours and full of 40 minutes of slow-mo. What are you talking about?
One movie has a lot of character development. The other movie has none.
Because it has 4 hours to give it to you. What are we talking about? Any movie would have character development if it was 4 hours.
So the movie that doesn't have character development is more enjoyable than the one that does.
You're saying it doesn't have character development. I'm saying it does because Wonder Woman is a very developed character. Ben Affleck's Batman is a very developed character.
Justice League 2017.
Aquaman is a developed character. Listen, I like Justice League because it's more of a superhero team-up movie.
That's your opinion.
And that's all it is.
That's your opinion. But even I would say, even though I love the Hellboy reboot, I know it ain't better than the original Hellboy films.
That's your opinion.
I mean, it's just facts.
It's not facts. It's an opinion.
I'm talking about my opinion. It's facts of my opinion. That's why I say facts is my opinion. But when it comes down to the quality of both films, you're going to sit up here and tell me that even with the bad CGI, the hour and 59-minute and 59-second runtime, Steppenwolf looks like rubber, and you're going to tell me that that's better.
Yes. About the way you say I would view Snyder. He has to make good movies. Do you believe that zombie movie that he made on Netflix was good?
It was okay.
All right. So it wasn't.
See, that's the difference between me and
it's
you.
An opinion,
I'm willing to critique Snyder. You're not willing to critique Patty Jenkins. See, when it comes down to Snyder, I didn't like.
Did you see my Wonder Woman review?
Which one?
I don't think you didn't see my Wonder Woman 84 review then. If you said that.
I did. You said you liked the film. You gave it a passing grade.
Did you hear my abundance of critique? I just critiqued it right here on your stream.
But you still gave it a passing grade, even with all those critiques.
Do you want to know what I love about the movie that gives it that grade?
I'm not going to give. What's the name? Sucker Punch a passing grade.
Gotcha. Here's something for you that you're not giving me credit for. How do I feel about 300?
I don't think I ever seen you say anything about 300.
Talk about it all the time. I quote Xerxes all the time.
I don't think I ever seen the video.
I praise 300. It's an A+ movie. See, you didn't even know that about me. I praise 300.
No, I'll be honest. I didn't know that you liked the 300.
I love 300. I love 300. How do I feel about Watchmen?
Okay, I heard you mention Watchmen.
Well, how do I feel about it?
I heard you mention Watchmen. You like it?
No.
But I don't think you love it.
I love Watchmen A+. See, you're mischaracterizing me.
Which version?
It doesn't matter.
Which version?
This is the Zack Snyder.
I'm asking you because
the one in theaters and the extended. Both of them.
I'm asking you because you seem to like the 2-hour version of Justice League.
Both of them. But see that? You see how you mischaracterize me as a Zack Snyder hater who doesn't give him credit? You see how you do that to me?
I say that though because I feel like a lot of the critiques that you give him it's unwarranted. Like
it's not. Like he killed Superman. He killed Superman in the second movie.
He didn't. Right, and guess who killed him along the
He
way?
did Doomsday. He did Doomsday in one movie. He killed Jimmy Olsen. He made Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg, putting Jolly Ranchers in people's mouths.
And I'm okay with that. That's
okay. I understand, but you have to understand.
I'm okay with
Superman fans will not be okay with that.
The thing that I'm pretty sure that most Superman fans are not okay with is the fact that Walter Mata and Warner Brothers put Superman on the back burner. They decided not to do anything with the character.
I'd rather there be no Superman for 20 years than killing him and destroying him the way that Zack did.
So you saying it was no way that Henry Cavill Superman could have came in and captivated the audience?
Absolutely. He showed me that he can. You know why? This is another one of the main reasons why I love Justice League is because Joss Whedon put respect on Henry Cavill's name, and I never hear people like you talk about how Zack Snyder hold Henry Cavill and made Superman whack in the Snyder cut.
I think he made him interesting.
Josh did a better job with Superman, bro.
Man, Josh ain't do no better job.
He made him a hero and made. What are you talking about? All the extra scenes he added of Superman. What?
Man, Josh.
See, this is what I'm talking about. See,
CGI.
How could you be a Superman fan and say that?
CGI. Because Josh, let me tell you something. I would never forgive Warner Brothers for CGIing Superman's face.
That's trivial.
Okay,
that is trivial. Who cares about that?
No.
Why does that? Why does that matter to you?
That matters to me for the simple reason is it goes to show me just how much you do not care about the character. That's because you.
But killing him is okay.
You put that in front of everybody.
Killing him is okay.
You brought him back to life.
Okay.
You brought him back to life. You ain't kill him forever. You brought him back to life. You know what really killed him? When Warner Brothers decided not to make one other movie with Superman.
Do you know why Henry Cavill lost his job as Superman?
Because he wanted more money.
Is that what you think?
Well, tell me why. What you think it is?
Henry Cavill lost his job as Superman because he was tied to Zack Snyder. Zack is...
They're all tied to Zack Snyder.
Henry should be leaps and bounds upset with Zack right now. And I know he is privately, but Snyder cost him the Henry Cavill job. They didn't want... Warner Brothers didn't want anything to do with Henry Cavill because he represented the SnyderVerse, bro. They wanted to move on from Superman. They didn't want a brooding emo Superman, even though they know that he could have did a good job. They were so over Henry Cavill and Snyder that they said, sorry, Henry, we're going to choose. And did you realize that The Rock got him in Black Adam? So that was Pam Abdi and DeLuca saying, all right, fine, bring him in, let's do it. But when James Gunn came in and Peter Safran came in and Zaslav came in, they said,
They fucked it up.
They made it right. They made it right.
No, okay, so how is it right?
I guarantee you Superman Legacy is going to outdo Superman in the box office. Man of Steel.
It probably could.
It will.
But it's not going to change no position in DC.
Yes, it will. It's going to be a Superman that everybody loves. Everybody didn't love Henry Cavill.
No. I'm talking about here. That movie will be successful. But this movie after probably not.
Yes, it will.
Movie after that probably not.
Yes, it will.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know it, but it's looking good. It's going to be better than...
It's always been an up and down roller coaster, even before Zack Snyder got there.
No, it wasn't. It's only been up and down when Snyder got there, bro. Nolan had no problems at all with the Dark Knight trilogy, bro.
What I'm saying is, before the trilogy of Nolan, right? The DC universe wasn't what you think that it was. Green Lantern lost money.
I know exactly what it was.
Catwoman lost money. Catwoman lost money. Jonah Hex lost money. Okay,
I know.
Batman Returns. No, not Batman Returns. What? Batman Returns broke even. Batman Forever lost money. Batman and Robin lost money. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why we thinking that DC was uphill before Zack Snyder got there. I mean, the Batman trilogy is just 3 films.
Are you? Got like it sounds like you're asking me why did the superhero genre pop off? Because back then, superhero movies didn't make money until Spider-Man came.
No. The Spider-Man came, and I think after Spider-Man, it was the Dark Knight.
Superhero movies didn't make money until Spider-Man came, my guy. The modern day superhero started in 2008 with Iron Man and the Dark Knight. That's when stuff started to get big. Back then, when Superman Returns came out and Batman Begins, Those were considered successes. Back then, making $400 million was good. Now we have a different degree of success. 1 billion, 800 million. That wasn't the norm for society and filmmaking 20 years ago. So I feel like you're comparing a genre that didn't exist to right now.
So in other words, what you're trying to say is Superman Returns should have got a sequel.
Yes.
So Superman Returns, because I don't know if you like Superman Returns or not.
I love Superman Returns.
Watching it, but I don't love it.
I love Superman Returns.
Like it's one of those films that I could put on. I'd be like, you know what? It's Superman.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's Superman.
So we should have got a sequel for Superman Returns.
Yes. Yes. And we would have, but guess what? The family had to sue DC because they didn't make Superman Returns, right? Only reason why Superman Returns came out is because the Schuster family sued DC for not putting out a Superman project. So they rushed that, got Bryan Singer, and they made Superman Returns.
All right. So let's do this point here. You just said that no superhero movies was making money before then.
It wasn't the norm, yes.
I agree with you. It wasn't the norm. So why is it that we look at, you know where I'm going with this. No. Why does it that we look at 668, 874, 750, 800, and $1 billion as a failure then?
I don't look at 668 as a failure. I don't think Man of Steel was a failure with that budget. I think it's okay. But
so in other words, the studio should have never looked at it as a failure.
I don't know how the studio looked at it, but if they had projections, like I don't know the projections of Man of Steel. So if they projected that movie to make 800 million,
Man of Steel made more profit than BVS and Suicide Squad. I don't know if you knew that.
I don't know what the projections that they had. If they had 800 million projections for Man of Steel and it made 668, that's a failure. BVS was projected to make well over $1 billion and it didn't. That makes it a failure. It didn't. Yes, that factually makes it a failure. I did the same argument with the Batman,
3 times his budget, but I'm saying because see, don't get me wrong. I made a video, right? I didn't like the Batman, even though I feel like that film should have made $1 billion. I don't call this box office a failure.
Underperformance is what I call it.
I call it that's what I call it, an underperformance.
Yes,
because I feel like when you make that much domestically, you know what I mean. Your overseas number should be inflated. Like you should make 550 overseas, no doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is the Batman is considered underperformance by me and you. Now I know a lot of people would consider it a success.
Yep.
But as far as box office to budget ratio goes, it's the same as BVS.
So that means you see BVS itself as an underperformance as well.
Well, for the time,
keep it a book.
I'm keeping the book. For the time, BVS was a huge success. People just didn't see it as that.
Come on, bro.
Because
you were almost there. You almost was there. You got to the edge of the line, and then you retracted to BS.
BVS grossed 3.3 times its budget.
So now
do you realize that?
Yes. It's still an underperformance. So who was the Kevin Feige of DC in 2013? It was Zack Snyder.
They had no Kevin Feige.
It was Zack Snyder. He was the boss. What are you talking about? He made all the decisions. He was the Feige of DC.
He was not the Feige. He was not the Feige. They never really.
He called the shots, made the movies. He hired everybody. What are you talking about?
He literally told you.
Then who was the boss? Who was the boss then? Who was the boss of DC?
They had no boss.
It was Zack. It was Zack. What are you talking? If you can't tell me a boss for the movies, when clearly Zack is the face of everything, casting everybody, making these movies, doing the storyboards for the universe, you won't even give him the respect by at least naming him the boss of the universe. How are you not showing it?
He was never exactly like Kevin Feige, right?
He was the boss, though.